good. And I'm going to work like I'm paying my bills. Hola, bienvenidos a mi canal. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kalyssa. We are gonna have fun because we're gonna be reviewing and demoing and playing with the KKW Beauty Concealer kits. I'm really excited. If you guys want to know if I liked the concealers, then just keep watching. What I did get was this bigger brush. This is the Concealer Duo Brush number 2. So it comes with a sponge. It's kind of hard. I love like her brushes. The brushes are so good. The only brush that I didn't get was the brush that looked like a blending brush for the smaller blending brush. I didn't get that one because I felt like I really didn't need it, and I don't use those type of brushes to put concealer on. I have the 3 under eye products. So the first thing that I picked out was the concealer. I got the shade number 3. It's a part of the light family and it has cooler undertones. And I'm not sure if you know by now, but I like more of a pinkier under eye. So that's why I like more cool toned concealers, because they have more pink rather than yellow. Very cute, very nude. And this is how the concealer looks. So the KKW Beauty Concealer is supposed to be a full coverage liquid concealer with an ultra creamy hydrating formula, which is going to be perfect for correcting and highlighting. And it's perfect for everyday use or in conjunction with the baking and brightening powders. What I like is that you can buy these separately or you can buy them in a kit. So I didn't actually get the kit. The kit is $80 and it comes with concealer, the 2 brushes that are dual ended, the baking powder and the brightening powder. But they are designated kits. So this is what the setting powder looks like. I think it is the cutest thing ever. I just think it's so small. Component with the clear packaging. Powder looks like. I got the number 2 powder. And the number 2 powder is more of a pinkier undertone. The last thing that I picked up was the brightening powder. And the brightening powder, obviously, you know, I got the number 2. They all kind of, like, it's really easy to navigate, which is what I like. It's super simple for you to go on the site and buy things. And it gives you a really good description on what the undertones are, what the colors are. And, like, the translucent powders and the brightening powders match. This is what the brightening powder looks like, the same component, of course. It has a mirror, which is the cutest thing ever. And then this is what it is. I'm real excited. Let's get down to it. Cute. I like the applicator. It has a doe applicator. And it's like a flat one. Yes. This shade is perfect for me. That applied really smooth. One side I'm going to use with my beauty blender, and then the other side I'm going to use with her number 2 concealer brush, and I'm going to use the sponge side and see how I like it. Actually blended out really well with this with her brush, but I'm going to use the beauty blender on the other side just so that I can kind of compare. Okay, so when looking at it, to be quite honest with you, I actually do prefer the side that I blended out with the brush because it took away some of the product that I really didn't need, and it kind of like blended out the product really well. The side that I use my beauty blender, I can see more of my pores. So this is the side that I used the tool. This is the side that I used for the beauty blender. I'm not really sure if you can tell the difference, but I definitely can. So I'm gonna add a second layer of concealer because I want a little bit more coverage. And I'm gonna blend it out with the brush from the KKW Beauty line. I don't know if I said it earlier, but this is actually supposed to be an anti-aging concealer, which is really cool. Okay, I'm like seriously so shook right now. Like, holy shit. Like, seriously, on this side, I can see all of my pores right now. I added that second layer and it was not pretty, but honestly, I think it was because I used the beauty blender to blend it out. But on this side, it looks flawless. Like, look, you see none of my pores. That looks so bad right there. And here it just looks so smooth. With this concealer, I can't speak about other concealers because I've always used my beauty blender with every concealer that I've ever used, and I've always loved it. But with this concealer specifically, the brush is a must. So adding the second layer, it concealed them just how I wanted them to. So that tells me that this concealer is a buildable coverage concealer, which is really good. Oh my god, I'm still so shook over how smooth this blended out the concealer. Alright, so I just zoomed you out a little bit so that you ain't all up in my grill. So now I'm going to use the number 2 setting bake powder. Alright, so I'm going to take the other side. Ooh. And put that under my eye. I'm just gonna put the setting powder where I put my setting powder always. I really like to let my powders bake, so I'm just going to contour my face. It's so cool. I have all her 3 brushes that are customizable. That is so dope. Contour my face, I'm going to be using the KKW Beauty Contour kit, because why the hell not? This deeper shade to contour and bronze my face. So now I'm just going to take a little bit more of the translucent powder and bake underneath my contour. Cool, so now I'm actually going to dust off the powder from under my eyes and on my forehead and everything, and I'm just going to use the brush that came with the contour kit. Okay, so my under eyes do look dry, really dry. Like, this side doesn't look that bad, this one just looks like crazy. But I'm gonna zoom you in so that you can see it, so that you know I ain't talking shit. See this side? Looks good. They look dry, but this looks smoother. And then this side, just this area right here just looks crazy. Ooh, feels really smooth though. So I zoomed you guys back out. I'm just gonna dust off my contour or my baking powder that I have underneath. I'm gonna go in with the number 2 brightening powder. I'm actually gonna zoom you guys in so that you can see the magic happening. Using it with the brush, the actual brush side. use this mirror. I can't even see anything out of it. Okay, so that definitely did brighten. You can definitely see that. And this, I thought I saw that. Well, I think the powder has like a little shimmer in it, which is scary, I know. Okay, actually the brightening powder really did a great job. My under eyes look really good. I mean, this still really looks like, but this side looks so smooth. Ooh, and it feels so, oh my god, it feels so soft. What I'm going to do right now is just set my face with the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Okay, well, my skin looks wet. Oh yeah, definitely. I would definitely tell anybody who buys these products to get also a setting spray. You know what, Kim? Come out with a setting spray, girl, because I know that you would kill the game with a great setting spray. Come out with one and then you can send it to me and then I can tell you how great it is. Okay? Okay, so real quick for the lips, I'm going to use the MakeupForever lip liner in 3C. Cool. And then I'm going to use one of the KKW and Kylie Cosmetic liquid lipsticks. I think I want to use the most nude. So this one that I'm going to use is Kimberly. I love the doe applicator on this. It's just the best. Just so good. Okay, so cool. Looking at my under eyes, let's take a final look. See, I think my under eyes look really nice. They look very bright. I mean, you can see it. For the concealer, I think the concealer is really nice. I actually really do like the concealer a lot. It is going to be kind of a pain when you run out. If I fall in love with it and run out, then I have to go online again and buy it. And the shipping just kind of like always just makes a hole in my chest. I heard that it was drying. It's not drying. The concealer isn't. If you do get the concealer though, I would definitely get the brush because this sponge was just made for the concealer and it's perfect. And you saw when I was demoing it, this side came out so much smoother than this side, and I used a beauty blender to blend out this side. Yeah. And the brush side was just so soft, and to dust it off and then to apply the brightening powder, at first you're like, wow, that looks really big, but it's actually perfect to fit underneath the eyes. You need the sponge. Like, the sponge just is magical. I love it. And everybody like is talking shit about the sponge, and it's like, hello, she wouldn't make just a stupid product, you know. Kim knows what she's doing, you know, and she has a team of people that are working with her, so she knows what she's doing. This sponge is really good, so don't listen to the other people that are just always talking mad crap about the sponge, because it's really convenient. First of all, it works really well, and it's convenient because it's travel friendly and it's easy to use, and you have a sponge that goes with the product, so it's really good. I think that the translucent powder was really good. I did like the pinkier tone. I did feel it did look a little drying underneath my eyes. I would be very cautious with this powder because for me, it was a little bit drying for me, and I have oily skin. So if this was a tiny bit drying for me, dusting it off, I would beware. Brightening powder, I really love this. It does have pearls in it. No, you put it on and it doesn't really, like, you can kind of see the pearliness if you're really looking at it. When you first put it on, you're like, whoa, what the hell, that has shimmer in it. But it doesn't really look, it doesn't look bad at all. It has like those brightening pearls inside the powder. So it's not like a shimmer, but it's like a pearliness to the powder. I'm feeling myself right now. So I definitely really like this. Each thing is $18. If I had to rate, number one would be the brightening powder. I just really loved it. Second thing that I really liked was the concealer. My third thing that I would suggest is definitely the brush. I feel like you can't really get the concealer without the brush. There are so many setting powders, and this right now hasn't, in my mind, taken the place of my Laura Mercier powder. You need to work more when using this powder, if that makes some sense. But with this one, it feels really smooth, and it does set my under eye. It just looks a little drying, like I was saying, so you definitely need a setting spray for this powder. That is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, rate the video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, doesn't really matter. I just want to see if you guys liked the video or not, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye bye.